116. Got the two trebles on the 140 attempt. This is really good stuff when it comes to big finishes. And he's taken one out now.
Ricky Palmer.
An absolute whopper from Ricky Palmer, respected by Plumstead. A huge one to his Roll of Honour. Did see him take out a 156 earlier in the week.
140. Stephen requires 64.
The same target, he just won the last leg on the double 16, and once again,
leg.
first start in hand, Stephen Plumstead.
Rookie required 32. Game shot.
And there it is for Ricky Palmer. Really decent darting duel to kick off the Thursday double session. But Palmer pipped Plumstead at the post in a match that saw high quality from both players. The finishing from Plumstead, sublime, 50%, an average of 87.94, the highest he's produced this week. But Palmer just shy of 90. That showstopper of the 160 checkout in there as well. He picks up the points in the opening match of the day. Coming next, it's Flash, Mark Dudbridge, a former World Championship finalist, against the Portsmouth player, Charlie Large.
Well, someone who's just been added into that group is actually Neil Duff, who
140.
The big one.
Large down to a finish in leg 3 after 9 darts.
93. Charlie required 161.
Dudbridge is there as well after a dozen. We could see something supersized here. If Large can bed the ball. Oh, what a shot that is.
Charlie
I'll have
Large.
a large one, please.
Sets it up beautifully. Nothing Charlie Large can do. Throwing these like a beaten man.
81. Mark required 32.
A double 16 for a convincing victory.
Game shot.
And that's exactly what Mark Dudbridge gets. Charlie Large, well, he had that flash of brilliance with a 161 checkout, but that's all he could manage to muster up in that game. Dudbridge just remained the more consistent throughout the match, and he gets the win. An average of just over 86 and a victory by 3 legs. 2 points in the pocket for him. Can Kevin Painter pick up a couple of points when he makes his return to the Super Series? He takes on JT Davis next.
And win this fixture. I won't be surprised to see him do this in 2 parts. Just a mini step back.
Game
and
shots
hits.
And the match. Kevin Painter.
Kevin Painter starts the day absolutely brilliant. A sublime performance there from the artist. A 90.79 average for him in a performance that was dominant. JT Davis stuck in there. Got a couple of legs on the board, but he's going to be looking over his shoulder and looking around the room for where his points are going to come from. But coming up next, we've got Stephen Plumstead taking on Mark Dudbridge.
Slightly wrong.
Game shot on the 3rd leg. Stephen Plumstead.
Relentless on the doubles.
Mark require 80.
This for the match.
Game shot.
And the match is won.
And the match, Mark Dudbridge.
By Mark Dudbridge. Flash finds the finish.
Mark require 80.
This for the match.
Game shot.
And the match is won.
And the match, Mark Dudbridge.
By Mark Dudbridge. Flash finds the finish to get over the line again, and it's been a very, very strong start from him. An average of 91.43 in that one. 4 out of 6 on the doubles. Steve Plumstead didn't miss a dart double, including a nice 100 checkout, but Dudbridge again just had too much, just like he did against Charlie Large earlier on, and he has made it maximum points from his first 2 matches in Group C. Coming up next, JT Davis of the USA takes on Ricky Palmer.
JT required 45.
If JT takes this out, he becomes favourite once again for this fixture. He would have the throw in the final leg. Big darts.
Game shot on the 6th leg. JT Davis.
And it results in a big leg.
He's going to have to hope that JT Davis misses what's likely to be 2 darts at a double.
Chooses double 16. but he's missed by such a margin. It's another one of those unfortunate, disastrous darts.
25.
Just handed the match.
Ricky requires 68.
To Ricky Palmer. Put it in the palm of his hand.
$48.
Got the dart.
JT required 24.
Another opportunity. He's been showing
Game,
nerves on the doubles, but not on this occasion. JT Davies ends that losing run with a victory here over Ricky Palmer. He had his own opportunity there, Ricky Palmer. Again, both players will feel that they could have been walking off the stage with a victory, but the victory goes the way of JT Davies, who picks up his first 2 points of his Group C campaign. Can Charlie Large pick up his first 2 points of his Group C campaign when he takes on Kevin Painter in our next match when they're the transparent flights?
Is he at it again? 161 earlier.
122.
But he can't take out the 170, which means
60.
Kevin Painter has a chance to open up a 3-leg lead in this match.
Game shot on
And
the
that's
third
exactly
leg.
what he does.
Kevin Painter.
Well, Charlie Large is restricting himself to these enormous outshots.
It's going to be quite a vital moment here for both Charlie Large and Kevin Painter. Legs difference can come into play.
99.
Kevin Painter now has an opportunity for a big 4-0 victory at the early point.
Game shot and
from
the
artist
Kevin
who brushes
Painter.
Charlie Large. Kevin Painter with a glossy performance, a 4-0 win for the former world finalist. The average just shy of 85 in the end, 4 out of 9 on the doubles. Did what he had to do. Charlie Large just missing a couple of darts at the bullseye. That's all he was allowed in that match. And Painter makes it maximum points from his first 2. Coming next, Stephen Plumstead takes on JT Davies.
You require 80.
Didn't even get the dart at the bull. The amount of darts at doubles he hasn't even had has been a problem
and the
for
match,
JT Davies.
Plumstead.
Doubles have been no problem for Stephen Plumstead. And that 80 checkout sees him win the match 4-0. And Davies is left to lick his wounds. An 87 average, 10 points more than that of his opponent. 4 out of 7 on the doubles for Stephen Plumstead. That is exceptional stuff, but it's no surprise. And he does get his first win in this group. Mark Durbridge against Kevin Painter, a match for the ages, coming up after the break. But each match has rattled along nicely as well. And this finish is rattling along nicely. Double 10. Oh,
Game
brilliant from Mark Durbridge.
Mark Durbridge.
To double his lead. Nearly into 3-2.
60.
And more importantly, a breaker throw as well for Kevin Painter.
Game shot on the 5th leg.
That's
Kevin
the first
Painter.
of 2 breaks that he's going to need. He will have the advantage of throw here to take us all the way. The beauty for the viewing public when it's such a short format game.
125. Kevin, you
Will
require
unravel
76.
very quickly. Kevin Painter got 2 darts now to take us all the way.
Game shot on the 6th leg. Kevin Painter.
And he does just that. And this is interesting because Kevin Painter, look, he's always been a player that will fight until
Mark
it's too late.
90.
Nice. The double.
Game
in the double.
shot and the
Mark
match.
Durbridge
Mark
fends off the
Durbridge.
fight back. A good game of darts between Flash and the artist. Painter will be frustrated, having done all the hard work in making that 3-0 deficit vanish. He could not find a treble seemingly in that final leg. And Mark Durbridge managed to win it with a nice, neat 90 finish. Treble 18, double 18, having found a 1-2-8 earlier. And you have to tip your hat to his finishing in that game. 4 out of 5 on the doubles in the end for Durbridge there. And he is the one who makes it 3 wins from 3. Fantastic start for Flash. Coming next, Ricky Palmer looking for his 2nd win of the day against Charlie Large, looking for his 1st.
Charlie
He's been
requires
outscored
20.
here by Charlie.
No score.
Wow.
Ricky required 92.
It's not the first time he's done that going for double 10. I'm not quite sure why he left it, to be honest. He had other options. 72 left.
43.
Right, play again, Charlie.
Charlie, you require 20.
Double 5. And do you know
15.
what? I still go back to that decision to
Ricky
go for a big
required
18 or 38.
49.
Julia 6 would have been better. A better breakdown on the double. Okay, that's now a double when he needed a single. 15 remaining. Well, got a little bit messy here.
It felt like he had no opportunity here in this leg. He gave it up mentally quite a while ago, and now he's got a dart to
41.
save it.
Charlie required 5.
Nothing at the moment for Charlie Large at the back of this leg feels safe.
He wants something little.
Game,
and Large
shot,
gets it
and the
for
match.
a big win.
Charlie Large.
4-1 over Ricky Palmer. In a bit of a dour darting affair, it has to be said, but Large won't mind that. He's got the job done in the end. 4-1, despite missing all those darts at double. Look at that, 19 missed for Charlie Large, although a few of those were hit, just the wrong ones in that game. Palmer, though, a shadow of the player that won the first match today, and it's Large who gets the victory by a 4-1 margin. Coming up next, Mark Durbridge, unbeaten, takes on America's JT Davis.
Mark required 84.
Need to be overly high. The bullseye for Durbridge. And that's what he gets. What a shot that is,
Mark
and what a
Durbridge.
moment that might be.
Still
Mark requires 68.
mid-80s.
Double 4 will finish it off.
Game, shot, and
he's
the
done
match.
it. Durbridge,
Mark
4-2
Durbridge.
and 4 wins now for Flash, who's just leaving everybody behind at the moment. It's been a very, very fruitful day. Despite the struggles walking around the Oki, he's racing away from the field. Another victory, another 2 points. That's 8 maximum points for Mark after that 4-2 win over JT Davis. Coming next, Charlie Large meets Steve Plumstead. Name for himself in taking chances this week. Double 19, and he can use that.
Game,
And he
shot
does
on the
use
fifth
it to
leg.
great effect.
Stephen Plumstead.
And takes the lead with a break to boot. 3-2. Can he get it done here and now? Double 16,
Game,
he does.
shot, and the match.
So good
Stephen
on the outer ring he has
Plumstead.
been this week. And maybe it's going to bear fruit today. It's a fantastic win, a fantastic performance. Defying a 91 from Charlie Large there, Steve Plumstead. 4-2 in the end, he gets over the line with his best performance of the week as well. 4 out of 9 on the doubles, 102 check out to win that match. And he takes his points tally to 4, which puts him alongside Kevin Painter in second position. Painter in action next. He meets Ricky Palmer.
In the context of the group.
What a start. What a dart.
Game,
What a
shot on the
finish from
fifth
Kevin
leg.
Painter. And
Kevin
where did it come
Painter.
from? He doesn't know. It's 2 at tops, and he's going to make sure, he's going to take care, he's going to take time, and he's going to
Game,
take it
shot,
out.
and the match.
And Ricky
Kevin
Palmer will
Painter.
be gutted about that. It was a match that was there for the taking. Of that, there is no doubt. But for Ricky Palmer, Palmer against Durbridge follows this, and then Plumstead meets Painter to end the afternoon's action. Durbridge, of course, remember looking for that clean sweep.
171.
Going through the card, which was done by Christian de Boer on Tuesday. Resulted in him going on to win
46.
Group A. The Dutchman already in finals night. Mark Durbridge goes through the card. He'll probably feel he's as good as there already.
140.
Beautiful setup play from JT Davies, who's looking to end his day with a bit of hope.
61. JT required 32.
So 2 16s for a really good end to this
Game,
match, and it has
shot,
been a good
and the
closing
match.
out of the contest
JT
for JT Davis. A 4-1 win against a lacklustre Large in that one, who just could not find the levels that he did in the previous 2 matches when he beat Ricky Palmer and went down in a great game against Steve Plumstead. Run out of steam there, Large. Missed loads of doubles, 13 in total. And towards the end of the match, JT Davis, well, he started finding it. It was a 13-darter to win it. 4 out of 9 for him in the end. And he ends the day by picking up his second win. Mark Durbridge, though, is looking for a 5th win from 5 matches. Can he do it? We'll find out. He takes on Ricky Palmer after the break.
Mark, you require
Might not have long
68.
in this match, the way he's been playing. He's been very dominant, Mark Durbridge. And he's been very assertive on these kinds of finishes. And there's another one.
Mark Durbridge.
Ricky Palmer thinks he's in with a shout. Mark Durbridge has other ideas.
Ricky require 103.
You got that treble 18 then. But can only take it out if Palmer misses this. Tops.
Game
nicely done, Ricky Palmer.
Ricky Palmer.
Have a bit of that, Mark Durbridge. Have a bit back, pal.
Ricky require 120.
That's for different reasons. Will Palmer be grinning after this? Double top.
Game shot on the fourth
look at
leg.
that. A couple of...
Ricky Palmer.
He was almost ready to walk.
42.
After throwing the dart. He's just expecting everything to go in. A good sign of confidence. And there's that dart again, right in the corner of the treble 5. I think that reaction is one of that he's very aware of how unfortunate he's been.
55. Mark, you required 20.
Well, get another go.
No score. Ricky require 87.
Given opportunities, Ricky Palmer. Can he take one? Made it so hard for himself. And he keeps making it so hard for himself. I think big numbers on approach. Needed 2 big singles to get a go at the ball. He's got 2 small singles.
23.
And he's gifted
Mark, you required 20.
a match-winning chance to Durbridge.
Game, shots,
and Mark Durbridge
completes
a perfect day here at the Modus Super Series. It's fantastic from Flash. 5 wins from 5. Capped off with that 4-2 success over Ricky Palmer. There were moments in the match where it looked like Palmer could take it away, but just missed opportunities at crucial times, not giving himself darts at double that he should have had. And Mark Durbridge has been in no mood for charity today. He's won all of his matches. He's pocketed a perfect 10 points and is looking in great shape to qualify for finals night. Kevin Painter looking to ensure that he's the man going with him. He takes on Stephen Plumstead in an important game coming up next.
Finish.
Stephen, you require 149.
Once before, no, 156.
139.
Interesting.
Kevin, you require 60.
I believe double 5. Is he playing games with Painter there?
Game shot
Well,
on the fourth leg. Kevin Painter.
Gives him some opportunity. That'll make Plumstead think he's only got 6 darts here now. In which case, this becomes a mightily important dart.
41. Kevin, you require 152.
Have been worse for Steve Plumstead and could not have gone better for Kevin Painter. And nor could this. Double 16.
120.
Will return, but he would like to have had that fanfare finish. Plumstead's going to be there ready to strike should Painter make the mistake, but he's not made many mistakes at all.
Kevin, you require 32.
In this fixture.
Game,
and Painter pins it. And Painter wins it. And that puts him in a very strong position at the end of the first day's play. Kevin Painter picking up a 4-2 success against Steve Plumstead, who's really improved today. Full credit to the man from the Isle of Wight, who's produced some really good performances, got himself a couple of wins, but when it came to the crucial one at the end, Painter just had that little bit too much. That 12 darter in the middle when he got the 81 checkout, that was massive for Kevin Painter in that one. It ends up resulting in a 4-2 victory for Kevin Painter, and it means he gets 4 wins from 5 on his first day in Group C. Mark Durbridge, though, got 5 from 5, and it is those 2 players in a very strong position in this group. 10 points for Durbridge, 8 for Kevin Painter, who signs off with a very, very important victory there. Defying the average of 90.92 from Stephen Plumstead, but it is Kevin Painter 4, Stephen Plumstead 2.
The Ricky Palmer game, that was the one that would have really surprised the most, and that was the one which would have hurt the most, no doubt. So if he would have not got over that one,
yeah,
Dudbridge, he'd have expected a battle, he'd expected a game. That game, they were sort of battling round in the mid-70s, the game with Ricky Palmer. That one would have been the one that hurt. The last game there, though, you could really see Kevin have to dig deep. He was sort of in a battle with Stephen Plumstead. Probably didn't expect it, especially if he's been watching it over the last couple of days. So some real positives, though, for Kevin Painter to come through those fixtures, those individual battles. And he's not just a contender in this group. He could be a contender for the week.
Yeah, confirmation then of our results that we've seen in Group C today. And as you can see there, victories in all 5 of his matches for Mark Dudbridge. A perfect start to his Group C campaign indeed. We did tip him, didn't we, at the start of the day as our favourite to go on and win the week. And we're not just saying that because he's on his way up to the stage now, but we did say that he's probably the favourite to go on and win the week.
I'm going to blow my own trumpet here, and I say I actually put this into place and said I thought Mark Dudbridge at the start of the week. Remember on Monday when we had a little look at the odds compilers and everything, I thought 18 to 1
stand in here for us.
was a mightily big price, and I don't think we're going to get anything like that going into tomorrow.
Mark, you've gone through the card today, 5 wins from 5. How do you assess your performances up there?
Well, not a champagne day. I think a battling day, really. I don't think I was the best player today, but I've come out with 5 wins, which is it's all you can ask for, really.
And we highlighted your game against Kevin Painter as one we were really looking forward to watching today. What was it like to play him? Because for us as spectators, it was absolutely spectacular.
Well, as the draw was going, I thought it was a big game. And it's always a big game against Kevin. He's probably the hardest player I've ever played against for a lot of reasons. Matt would know what I mean about that. And even at 3-0 up, I knew I was going to be under the cosh at some point, but managed to hold it together on the last leg, and yeah, 5 out of 5.
Revenge for the seniors at all? Does that weigh heavy on you?
No, absolutely not. It's got nothing to do with that. I mean, we're trying to battle through here today and get as many points on the board as you can. Tomorrow's another day. All these players in there, I think they can do the business, and we've seen it turn around. So there's nothing guaranteed. I've just got to work hard, graft, and just try and hit those doubles. That's what it's all about.
Battling through, it looked at times that you sort of lost the pace. A bit of an issue with the hip, is it?
Yeah, I've got a pretty bad hip issue, and yeah, I'm limping around. It's difficult to get into any kind of rhythm, which darts is a rhythm sport. And yeah, a couple of times on the doubles, I stood up there and I felt like I was going to go, you know, and. But yeah, it is what it is. You know, I'm 51 now. I'm not a young pup, but at the moment I feel like an old 51.
You seem to be moving a bit more freely in your final match, though. Did it ease up at all?
I can't tell you. I had a couple of extra drinks. I know I shouldn't be saying this on because I'm trying to tidy the sport up, but yeah, I felt a bit better in the last game in terms of movement. But yeah, I'm going to have a bath now, rest up, and hopefully I could be all right for 2 or 3 games tomorrow.
And you seem to raise your eyebrows there. When we were talking, before you came to join us, we were talking about how we'd maybe tipped you as the favourite to go on and win the week. You went, really? Do you not feel like you're the strongest player in this group?
No, Matt always tips me and I don't do any good. So, yeah, maybe tomorrow. You know, we'll see how it goes. You know, if that first start lands in the 60, I'm capable of it in 180s. When I start struggling, getting into scrappy matches, it's difficult these days. But I think I dug it out well today. That was it. That was important. You know, didn't have any big shots out, didn't do anything terrific. But when I had a shot, I got it.
And just finally, Matt mentioned at the top of the show your stamina at Q School. You'd highlighted that was an issue. You've said there you're feeling this week like an old 51. This format, though, how difficult do you find it? And maybe come tomorrow, will you be doing anything different, maybe not practicing as hard in the build-up to matches?
No, I think like first 4 legs I can deal with. You know, it's the longer matches which is difficult these days, and then you go on and on. So, yeah, I can concentrate. I can get my head round getting to 4, and I'm looking by today. I'm quite good at it.
Yeah, not bad at all. We'll let you go and rest up. You can go off. We'll see you back in action tomorrow, indeed. And we can have a look at confirmation of where Dudbridge is in the table, sitting pretty comfortably, isn't he? Even if he's not moving too comfortably at the moment. On 10 points at the top of the league standings. When it comes to tomorrow's action, who do you see really upsetting that league table and Kevin Painter maybe in second spot?
Honestly, no one. I think that's our top two. It's boring, it's not exciting, I know, but it's what I expected before the off. And now that last result, it also helps Mark Dudbridge as well, because he's now only got like one chaser to the top position. But I think the top two are in place. It's just which order will they be?
Charlie Large, how disappointed is he going to be with his final performance? Because against Plumstead, he played so well, didn't he?
He shouldn't be disappointed with anything. A day ago, he wasn't even playing here. So all of this is just bonus. He's 19 years old. You should never be disappointed with anything at 19. When you get to play on a stage like this in front of the cameras, there's no reason to be disappointed with anything. It's all positive for him.
Right then, it's Mark Dudbridge who leads the way at the top of the Group C table at the halfway stage. Tonight, though, our Series 5 champion returns.
New Modus Super Series champion,